wasn't quite able to react as intended, and how close was that, the clearance off the line? Maxime Decker it was. He got his foot to that just in time, I think. Don't have the goal line technology in place, but VAR having a look at this just to satisfy themselves that it didn't go over the line. So close for Vlap. That is how close. I don't think the whole of the ball was over looking at that, but it's not far off, is it? Which is why it was cleared away in time just by Decker. And on we go at 2-2. Both sides have come so close to edging ahead. Stein. They're both finding plenty of space in attacking areas as well. Here's Taha. Didn't quite create the angle that he needed this time. But having scored his first goal in well over a year on Thursday, he's looking to add another one very quickly. Looking to become Twente's playoff hero. Suaduru got something on that. Maybe just took a little bit of the sting out of it, but still required the assistance, the vital contribution on the line of Maxime Decker to keep it at 2-2. Nominally, since that change, really, Sadalek, who's gone to left back, although playing more in midfield anyway because of the inverted full-back formation that Joseph Hosting tends to prefer. For sure an option in the heart of midfield. More advanced territory that Twente will hope to try and find him. Yunus Taha again. Getting to the ball to him fairly frequently. That one cut out by Decker. Nothing in it possession-wise in the second half. Split right down the middle. And these sides, as it stands, can't be separated yet. 1,000 minutes plus added time away from extra time. Twente have done well in the last few minutes, just to wrestle back a degree of composure, really, control in midfield. Prompting RZ into another change. We are going to see Troy Parrott shortly. He's waiting to be summoned in place of Merdink. Taha. And Van Rooyen continued his run. Taha couldn't quite pick him out as he was attempting to. So that might be the cue for the fit again, Troy Parrott. 20 goals he scored for RZ in his first season with them across all competitions, 14 of those in the Eredivisie. He's going to come on for next Merdink. We got the first back for RZ at the end of the first half, having scored that hat-trick in the first half of the semi-final. His part is played. And the number 9 is on. Signed a 5-year contract when he joined from Spurs last summer. He is attracting interest from elsewhere already, from back in the Premier League perhaps, after the super season that he's had in Alkmaar. Can he cap it with a goal that would take them back into Europe? He has the opportunity. Immediately into the thick of things, trying to chase this one down is Parrott. Part is played, and he will have the summer off because he was maybe a little surprisingly left out of the Dutch under-21 squad for the European Championship. There are also players as mentioned in that squad, but Merdink wasn't one of them. Parrott, of course, was involved in the relegation playoffs last season, scoring a hat-trick for Excelsior against Nac Breda and another against Ardo. Total, he scored 7 goals across 4 playoff matches. It wasn't enough to prevent Excelsior being relegated at the end of them. He was on loan there from Spurs at the time. And the move to the Eredivisie permanent with AZ. Hosting back in situ. His team being forced back a little bit here. Keith Smith held up by Kjolo. Not quite where Van Bommel wanted it. Neither could Cope Miners reach it either. There's Vlap. Chase on for Taha. Just too far in front of him. Slip through for Sadiq. Ibrahim Sadiq for AZ. Nice way to ball for Cassius as well. Nearly came back for Sadiq. Cope Miners challenging for it. Up against Michel Vlap. Now Stein. This could go either way, couldn't it? You wouldn't like to call a winner from here. As they're trying to make the most of this home advantage. The extra support that they have from the stands. The most straightforward of seasons at the AFA Stadion for them, but they have lost just one of their last 8 games here. Sadiq, he is going to get it back again from Parador, would have done, but for a crucial challenge. Cassius will clip the cross in, just over the head of Van Bommel. Marco Bianca it was who made that challenge, I think, a moment ago. Such a timely one for Twente. Still the danger maybe though, but that sails harmlessly through to Titon. Going to come off shortly, I think, Per Cope Miners. Maybe one of his last involvements we're hearing. Zico Burmeister being readied off the bench. He did start on the final day. Draw against Almere City. Come from behind here, disappointing draw against relegated opposition. Ultimately having won at Twente the previous game just days earlier, that was enough to ensure they still finished above them. So here comes that change. And at the end of his 53rd and final fixture of the season, Per Cope Miners makes way. He has played in every game of every competition, but he's played his part in this one with the outcome still undecided. He will have to watch the rest with the rest of us. Burmeister gets the opportunity to make a difference instead. A bit of frustration from Stein after the challenge on him came in from Wouter Hues. Van Roy on the charge. Van Bommel went with him. Role reversal between those two this time. That's a painful watch for those that can no longer play a part. They've all given everything, and more yet is still required from these two teams if they are to end their season on a high and to qualify for the Conference League. Van Roy couldn't quite reach it in time against Mullerwolf. Goal score on his last cap for Norway in March. Forced his way into the senior setup for his national team. Minion's forward here. It's a decent ball. Titon had read the danger. Returns it with interest, where it's guided back by Wouter Hues. Owusu Aduro. He has 5 caps now for the under-21s. He's still only 20, worth remembering that, given that he has been the first choice goalkeeper all season long. Titon at the other end, equally alert. He is 18 years the senior of his opposing goalkeeper, Owusu Aduro. 2 custodians at either end of their careers. Forward by Van Roy. Cassius. Needed to get something on that, and did. Max Bruns, otherwise Sadiq would have been in on goal behind him. For sure and forward. And they did invest in the transfer market in January to bolster the squad.